learners, welcome to session 5 of Unit 4, Table of Specification. In the previous section, we discussed constructor response items. In this session, we will learn about Table of Specification, what it is, and how it is used in classroom assessment. My name is Munkaila Dasmani, your course instructor. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain what a table of specification is and how it is being prepared. So also discuss the significance of a table of specification in classroom assessment. The table of specification. A table of specification is a guide prepared for test construction. So when they ask you what's a table of specification, it's just a guide that is being prepared for test construction. It classifies each item or each test item according to what level of cognitive process it addresses and the content domain. It's sometimes called test blueprint or test plan. So instead of saying table of specification, I'll be using test blueprint or test plan in this course. So according to some renowned scholars, a table of specification is a two-way chart or grid relating instructional objectives to the instructional content. So these are the definitions by the scholars. It could also be informed by profile dimension. So we're looking at what is meant by profile dimension by the end of this session. Okay, so that's a table of specification, a guide prepared for test construction. So let's see what are the contents of table of specification, what might go into that. So very important things about charts are, because we are saying it's a chart, charts are the columns, rows, and cells. So the first row lists the objectives or levels of cognitive processes or skills according to Bloom's taxonomy. The first column lists the key concepts or content the test is to measure. So the cell carry the number of items or weight and percentage the content occupy each level. So let's see the next page for this kind of explanation. So the following steps should be followed when you want to construct a table of specification. You list all topics that are included in the entire subject, course, or unit you want to teach. You've taught this semester 3 topics and you are in Form 2. So which topics are you going to include it in your exams? So you may decide to include some of the Form 1 topics and then most of the topics you've taught currently. So it's end of final exams. What topic are you going to include? It's mock examination. You list all the topics you want to include. Sometimes say we need because you've not covered the entire topic. Assign corresponding numerical weighing or percentage based on the professional requirements or institutional requirements. Each topic you decide how many questions you want to bring out. Also decide on the number of items that you would like to test to cover. Assign where necessary the specific type of question you would like to ask depending on the skill or cognitive learning you would like to focus on. So as a senior high school Form 1 mathematics teacher, you have taught the following during the term. Let's assume first term you were able to teach section operation cells, real number system, algebraic expressions, and then the sets, meaning you've taught 4 topics first semester or first term. Then how do you prepare a table of specification, or how do you prepare a test blueprint for this or test plan for this at the end of the term examination? So here are the weighing for such 4 topics you've taught. So prepare a table of specification of 20 test items for your semester examination to reflect the weightings of the profile dimensions indicated below. So profile dimension, and then you have weighing. The profile dimension, we are referring to the cognitive domains. So knowledge and understanding 30%, application of knowledge 70%. How do you prepare? Okay, so I think that was 4 topics, and here are how it should be done. The structure may look like this. You have application, you have knowledge and understanding, section operation, real number system, algebraic expression, set, number of test item, percentage test item. You put everything there, maybe 2, 3, 4, 3. Put that in that so that at the end of the day you can see if I've gotten your total 20 questions. So for multiple choice items, it is imaginable to think of two types of table of specifications. So the first type show how many of each type of multiple choice item, that's selected best direct response, single best response, fill in blank, as we've already discussed, to use. Such a table will show Bloom's level on one side and type of multiple choice plan for the test on the other side, as in the next slide. So that's the table of types of table specification for multiple choice item. So the first type is here. You can see all the 6 hierarchy of Bloom's taxonomies are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then total number of questions you want, and then the percentage weighing. Comprehension, multiple choice, fill in, you added 100 questions. You see how it's been done. So when we have this test blueprint and you are setting the questions, you just go straight. You not make a mistake by putting only one topic, about 5-7 questions, and at the end of the day you not get a place to put some other questions. You should plan. The second type also shows Bloom's level on one side and topics content versus on the other side, as you can see. Okay, you can see the difference. All right, so you have also a table of specification for essay type. For essay type there is only one form of table of specification will be required, and it's similar to the second type discussed under the multiple choice items. For instance, in the school, the system of students at the end of semester may be required to meet certain standards, and that is the proportion of the distribution of items should conform to the following. Let's say the knowledge is 20%, comprehension 20%, application 15%, analysis 15%, sentences 15%, and evaluation the same 15%. In addition, the paper should be in 2 parts, sections A and B, and the marks allocation should be 14 marks and 16 marks respectively. So let's look at the significance of table of specification, importance of that. Look at a few of them. Ensures content validity, which is an important factor in constructing achievement test. As we know, when we talk about the validity of a test, it ensures correspondence between the learning objective for the student and the content of the course. Align test items with learning objectives. So here, it's actually, you can actually capture all the learning objectives there. So whatever the students will learn, when you plan, you can see that it will capture everything and it links for the student. Enables each teacher to have different levels of cognitive complexity when measuring student achievement. If you don't plan the table of specification, you just start writing your end of semester exams, or you just start preparing your exams. At the end of the day, you may forget to touch some level of the cognitive domain. Special application comprehension, you might forget. So you should prepare, and when you prepare the test blueprint, it will help you to touch all aspects of the cognitive domain. It ensures a match between what is taught and what is tested, and that is true. Okay, so in this session, if you look at what a table of specification is and how it is being prepared, and then we also look at the significance of table of specification in classroom assessment. So the next session we'll be looking at marking schemes and scoring rubrics.